Grab a kettlebell. Let's go. So we've been working through our 65 plus program. Monday nights, doing that with the foundation training. So we're gonna try to apply that throughout the week with some strength training. Band if you got it, don't need it. Kettlebell if you got it, also not needed. We're working on our inward anchor, but we'll be doing against our forearms. So you can just do a sphere of tension, kind of like a fulcrum for your hips to work on that internal rotation. I really like the band for this one. Did this last week, so nothing new. Maybe new to you. Tricky part is getting it up into that lumbar spine area. Having kettlebell close enough to death block to it. Bring that up. Lock those forearms in. So let's start with the mini squat. And I'm at the head up, forearms locked, hinging as I do. Wrap and squeeze those inner thighs against your forearms. Get that full stretch on the hamstring. Drop down. Each one of these, I'll go a little deeper. Quads are engaging here, they'll start burning. Switch hands. Should notice that you can get a little deeper in the squat every time as you loosen up. It's kind of loosening up everything. Also, loosen up those QLs. If you like when you were always extended, you should loosen up those muscles. Free up that thoracolumbar region. Be quite stiff. Now we're gonna think outward anchor. So we did a lot of that just opening. And we did some FT squats with the band. So let's just hit that. I'm gonna do just a couple body weight ones. Slight external rotation. We're spreading and we're squeezing the glutes just a little. Might want to even unlock your hips first before we open. So, pretty similar to the founder. Open up, lengthen, subtle hinge. Hinging. Let's do a few below. Just a couple inches below the knee. right on the ankle, right above it. Feels good. Let's add some weight to it. Weights pushing down. We're getting tall. Big breath in. Just about 10 of those. And we use the yoga block. Like I was saying in class. Not just squeezing, but wrapping and squeezing. Another thing you can use, and this is kind of fun, although it's a little cold on the legs, it's a kettlebell. As I lock the shoulders down, and I hinge just a little bit, I can wrap and squeeze, and I can pull my neck long, my traps. I get really stretched out here. So now my shoulders can't go up. And I'm working on my inward anchor. I'm hugging that kettlebell. I'm getting tall. Pulling the back of the skull up. Stretch those shoulders out. Drive the heels on the ground. Get long. Continue this RDL motion. Hinge. Bring it a little closer. Wrap and squeeze. Slippery kettlebell. Lock it in there. Same thing. Just side here. I'm trying to reach my hips back and up. Shoulders down. Driving up. Wrapping and squeezing. Even turn that kettlebell, that handle out of the way. It's good. It's similar to that Cossack squat. I like those squeezes, especially for low back pain. It can feel really good. do a swing. We're gonna try to do it kind of in our FT split stance, from standing decompression to our woodpecker, essentially. Single leg deadlift, really. I'll start right hand, do 5, do a clean and press, and I'll switch hands, so it's just which thigh is pushing it. Pushing it with the same side, inner thigh, or opposite. I'll switch sides, so it's 10 each. Similar setup, hinging, lengthen that spine, sit yourself up. It's also a great stretch. It's kind of similar to our woodpecker, because we're pulling that head up, taking out all the slack. So if you just simply let that hand go, a little deeper than that should be, a lot more knee bend, but a lot of the same stretching. Five. We'll just do a swing for a switch. Just really, woo. You can see it's throwing me all over the place. That was good. Right foot forward. Still start with the right hand again. Just like in a woodpecker, that heel, back heel stays up just a hair the whole time. Apparently, and maybe I was just ready for the weight, but left foot forward seemed a lot harder, especially with the right hand. So really testing those stabilizers. If you really notice something like that, let's hit that again. Maybe you did. If you didn't, just take a break. It's getting hot. Really just 5 or so. So left foot forward, right foot back. Good. Woo. One other move for you. Then we'll do another round. A lot of this is just warm up sets. So it seems like a lot. Throwing another thing at me. We want some rows in our life. And just to give you another example of how you can wrap and squeeze, use the foam roller if you don't have those. 2 kettlebells. You can also, I'm not trying to slide them. Just want a little resistance where I can wrap and squeeze against them. Do your decompression breath wherever you're at. You can still hinge, wrap and squeeze into those kettlebells. We could take this into our lateral hinge. So grabbing one, row, grab the other. We can take this deeper. Both feet are planted there. We can take it into the Cossack squat. Essentially one leg is outward anchoring there, and that's bending, that's squeezing, external rotation. The other leg internally rotates. So you have this constant back and forth, which is nice. Bump up for your squats. You know, lightweight will keep you honest. It doesn't have to be too. Just do your goblet. It'll help keep your chest up. For me, I'm looking up. Maybe too much extension. So I'm doing that so my low back. Then get that butt tuck going on. Really get that head up and back. Just feel really good on the neck. Or you can just bump up your band. I'm sticking with medium. I'm gonna try low the knees, which is always harder. Uneven floor here. One problem is you can't really swing the kettlebells, especially with the low knee. So you gotta be strong enough to just clean these right off the floor. So I probably won't be able to do that in my next weight up, but I think I can do it with the 35s. This is part of the exercise, so treat it like such. Take the tension out. Strong lift. About 7 to 10, 2 presses at the top. Big breath in. That's 4. Try to get a few squats at the end. That was the easier part. Presses get worn out. That's the weakness for me, overhead strength. But we don't want to skip leg day. Get those squats in there as well. So we can always cycle back. If you're feeling you need more that somersault squat to open up your back, do it. Need more of that inward anchor, just grabbing a kettlebell, wrapping and squeezing. Do it. We're just gonna keep it to these 3 exercises now. So we get in our squats. We're gonna get our split stance, major stability work. And then we got our Cossack squat with the rows. Try bumping up here. Maybe that's a bad idea. We got 5 each side. Starting to get some of those presses in. Feels good. How more arms than we usually do. That's good for you. Good for me. And every day here, the doc finds is leg day, but shoulders are important. Just your knees and your ankles are broken. You're just really screwed. So, primary focus on fixing the foundation. I've definitely put myself in a hole doing that without working on the shoulders. If you don't work on our shoulder mobility, it can, for a lot of upper trap dominance, definitely work against your low back too. Hinge. I like them kind of by the feet. You can take a break just to wrap and squeeze. And once we're done wrapping and squeezing, let's outward anchor, hinge. So I'm gonna point the right foot towards the ceiling. Left knee bends a little bit. I squeeze that glute. Grab, row. This is too confusing. Just hit your normal row. Which I can usually go a lot heavier weight with, but this one does feel good. Just go to fatigue. Didn't really give you a number. Probably could have done more, but I listened to my low back. Said don't do any more. If you're feeling that SI joint, just grab a kettlebell again. Grab and squeeze. Hug that kettlebell, get tall. Compress everything. Give me your neck pain. This will help. 5 decompression breaths there. Hinge down. Reach your butt up and back. Step in a little bit. Turning the handle seems to help here. You want to crank your knee into that handle. Good 3 breaths, then just switch hands just like we do with the Cossacks or the somersault. So reach my hips up and back. We were working on our pull-up bar. So we get these beams. I was helping pulling it from my dad, and I was anchoring into it. And I'm like, ooh, that would work well. How can we do that? Kettlebell. What do we got? Foam roller. That works too. All right, let's do another round. Do the heavy boys this time. Still gonna try with the band though. All right, now let's do one without. Mostly because it'd be awkward. But even back in my CrossFit days, I would do a set with the barbell and weight on it. Put the band on it, just get you going. You don't want a strong enough band where you can't open up against it. It's too strong. But you don't want it too light where it's got no resistance. Finding that happy medium is where you need to be. Don't forget the presses with these. Heavy squat time. Still getting our presses and our swings. Floor is uneven floor. I have 2 uneven weights here, so if you got heavier kettlebells that are uneven, just do 4 and then I'll switch. Or do 5, I reach. So now I have to swing, get them up. Push your feet to the ground. Make sure that tripod is working. That's 6. Sides. Tripod. So as you get tired, I can feel it a little bit. Or maybe we're down good, and then it's hard, so you start doing this number. We call this the stripper squat. Just stick the butt out. But I keep pulling that head. It's all from the head. Head back. That's why I'm about okay with a little extension, as long as it keeps me more upright. And some people are always gonna be a little forward like me. Some people get very vertical, very straight. Thanks, Josh. You keep up the good work. So yeah, just trying to stay straight up. And the kettlebells will kind of keep you a little bit honest too. As they get heavier, they're gonna fall forward. So we're forced to pop the chest, get the head back. So a lot of people when we're doing squats, they're ending up here, right? Which is kind of what we're doing in our FT squat, right? We're a little more hinged than usual. So we don't want to necessarily apply that completely. It's just essentially adding a little bit of knee bend to a hinge. Keep going. Now we got our swing again. See which side I started on. This is really hard. This is crazy. I like this one. So you might need to start light and build. So I said something there, Josh. I'll get to it in a second. Even though I'm doing heavier weight, more of kind of loosened up my body, worked on the imbalances, that's feeling a lot smoother. You have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll hit them in the next video. That's the tactic switch. Wouldn't recommend on your first day. Haven't hit my knees once. Wasn't this move? I wasn't paying attention. Teaching somebody and I brought it down to the left. It wasn't fun. Don't recommend. As long as you're paying attention, you'll be good. I was doing the CrossFit, and we were doing kettlebells all through COVID. I think everybody hit themselves on a knee. I just was not paying attention. Doesn't say a lot for me. Do we have a question? All right, good. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, any questions? Honestly, man, I'll get to them. All right, don't have any questions? Fine. Do these about once a week, but I will do little videos every once in a while if people have specific questions. This is just really to help support our class, but I like doing it online in case somebody likes it. A lot of what we do is based off the foundation training program, so go to foundationtraining.com. Because if what I'm doing seems a little bit weird, all those principles really come from there. I'm just applying it with some strength training, some kettlebells. So it might seem a little backwards to some things. Good little hand, which is a foundation training move right here. So we're opening, we're spreading, and I'm gonna Cossack squat off to the right, grab that, row. I count this time. 2, 3, 4. Bring them in. Go heavier. So this is our normal bent over row. I think my problem is I'm trying too much. I'm rotating too much from the low back. The rotation more is T-spine. We're just getting closer, locking in. There's a subtle bit of that motion happening. You can completely lock it out or it doesn't. Here I can really focus that T-spine, the mid-back moving. A little motion from the hips. But still, head back. This really helps strengthen your neck. That's about protecting your neck, it's making it stronger. Switch it up. That was too heavy. All right, I'm gonna call it. Ready for the day. Almost 8:30. I didn't see the link. I'll have to check. But I will check. We'll see ya. Thanks everyone for coming to class. We got Wednesday tonight, 5 o'clock. Thursday, 4:30. Mike will be there helping you out. I'll be around. See ya.